Hey Auntie fam, welcome back to my channel. So for those that are new here, my name is Novella. I am the face and the voice behind Naturally Crowned UK. On this channel, you'll find kids natural hair tips, advice, and tutorials to help you with your little ones and natural hair. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 newborn and natural hair care tips. Okay, NC fam, so this is by no means an exhaustive list. This is just my top 5 newborn and natural hair care tips. So the first tip is to keep your little one's regime. And yes, I'm mentioning regime because even at newborn stage, they need a regime. But their regime is so simple, it is laughable. At this stage, this is the easiest stage of all of the stages when it comes to your child's natural hair care. So you want to enjoy this stage while it lasts because it isn't going to last that long. Just keep it really simple. Simplicity is the key at this stage. However, just ensure that it is effective, whatever you're doing to your little one's hair. And there's a reason why you're doing certain things. We always want to do things according to what our little one's hair needs is, or what our little one's hair is telling us that it needs. My new mamas, pregnant mamas, mamas with newborns, before we get into the next tip, I have created a newborn checklist for you. Now, all you need to do to get access to this newborn checklist is to click the link below this video and you'll be able to download it. Now, this checklist is basically going to give you in a checklist format everything you need for your newborn's hair care. So whenever I have or whenever I'm pregnant and I have my newborn, I always have my list, and my list includes certain things like, for example, make sure you get protection for their hair at night, a satin or silk treated sheet. Make sure you're doing this, make sure you're doing that, make sure you have this, make sure you have that. This is basically going to be in that checklist. So if you are pregnant, new mom with a newborn, you need this checklist. You want to go through that checklist and make sure that you have everything in check when it comes to your newborn's hair care. Why? Because this sets the foundation for healthy hair from now and beyond. So we want to make sure that we're doing things right from now so that their hair can continue to flourish. So like I said, click the link below this video and get access to your free newborn checklist. So the second tip is don't shampoo your newborn's hair often. And when I mean often, I'm talking about daily or every 2 days. That is too much. That is just going to dry out your newborn's hair. Once a week is completely fine. That's all their hair needs. We really don't want to be drying out their hair and their scalp by overwashing their hair and scalp. And by the way, their hair isn't dirty, so you don't need to be washing their hair that often. Now, if you're African, your mom or your in-law is probably going to come over during this newborn stage to help you take care of your newborn, and that is amazing. However, they're probably, if they're like my mom, or if they're going to do what my mom did, and that is wanting to wash my newborn's hair every single day. That is what my mom wanted to do. So if your in-law or your mom is like my mom, say no. Say no to daily washing. That is, as I mentioned, just going to dry out your baby's hair. Obviously, say it respectfully that you don't want them to wash your baby's hair on a daily basis. You would rather them help you wash their hair once a week, and once a week is completely fine. But one important thing to note when it comes to your newborn's hair, if you choose to use a shampoo, because I know some of you may not want to use a shampoo, you may just want to use just water. If that's what you decide to do, that's fine. That's up to you, your choice. But if you do want to use a shampoo for your newborn's hair, you have to make sure that you're using a mild, gentle surfactant based shampoo. So we don't want to use anything that contains, sodium lauryl sulfate. That is way too harsh for your newborn's hair. However, using something like glucoside, that is a very mild and gentle sulfate free surfactant that isn't going to dry your baby's hair and scalp, and it is so gentle, it's gentle enough for your newborn or for those that have sensitive skin. Decoglucoside is a very gentle surfactant. So if you're looking for a shampoo for your newborn, that is an example of a gentle surfactant rather than using something harsh like sodium lauryl sulfate that is going to dry out your baby's hair. You also want to ensure that the shampoo that you're using, it is fragrance free. You want to make sure that it's free of essential oils, just to eliminate or avoid any kind of allergy or any kind of reaction or anything like that on your baby's scalp. Remember, their scalp is super sensitive, super fragile. Third tip is, if you're going to use oils on your baby's hair, which a lot of you will be doing using the LO method, which is your liquid and your O method. I do actually have a video of me moisturizing my newborn's hair at the time with the LO method, liquid and oil method. I'm going to link it right here or there somewhere so you can check it out, and I'll also leave the link in the description box as well for you, so you know what I'm talking about. But if you're going to use an oil on your newborn's hair, you want to make sure that the oil that you're using, it is nut free, again, to avoid any kind of allergy or anything or irritation of that sort on your baby's, scalp. Now, nut-free oil, for example, could be olive oil, it could be jojoba oil, it could be grapeseed oil, but you just want to make sure that you're avoiding any nut-based oils. The fourth tip is to ensure that you are not doing anything in terms of styling to your newborn's hair. Leave their hair alone. Even if they have a lot of hair on their head, I would not advise you to style their hair in the first 6 months of their life. And that's really because in the first 6 months, a lot of babies are going through something called telogen effluvium. So when their hormone levels drop, they tend to lose hair, just like we do when we have postpartum shedding. A lot of babies are going through this in the first 6 months of their life. So if you're doing any kind of styling that's going to cause a lot of tension, they are going to lose even more hair. I recommend, when it comes to styling, to keep it super simple. Literally leave their fro as it is. If they have a fro, just leave it out as it is. Of course, if you're going somewhere like church, going for a photo shoot, you can put like a loose headband around their head just to make their hair look pretty. But when you're at home, you're not going anywhere, doing anything, just keep it simple. Don't do anything to their hair. Keep it tension free so that you can hold on to as much hair as possible in the first 6 months of their life. Don't forget, mamas, your newborn checklist. As I mentioned earlier, this is going to help you to know exactly what you need for your newborn's hair at this stage. You can go through this checklist and just tick off, making sure that you've got everything you need for your newborn's hair care within the 0 to 3 month stage. All you need to do is to click the link below this video and you'll be able to get access to your free newborn hair care checklist. So my fifth tip is to protect your newborn's hair at night. So wherever they lay for long periods of time, particularly at night, you want to make sure that they are sleeping on a satin or silk fitted sheet, a satin or silk pillowcase. This is going to help to protect their hair as they're sleeping. We don't want the cotton sheets, especially, sucking out all of that moisture from their hair. And also, as they're twisting and turning, it can really cause friction on the hair and cause a lot of rubbing, which can make them lose hair where it's not needed. And we want to avoid that when it comes to our newborn's hair. Now, my sixth bonus tip for you, this is an extra tip for you. So my bonus tip for you is accept that your little one or your newborn's hair is going to change. It's something that a lot of moms don't want to accept for some reason. They kind of feel like their newborn's hair is going to stay like that for the rest of their life, and it isn't. Your newborn's hair is going to change. In actual fact, the first year of your newborn's life, the hair is going to change the most. I mean, my newborn at the time, she went from bone straight hair at birth to the first month changing to curly hair. So within a month, she went from bone straight hair to curly hair, and now her hair at 9 months looks nothing like it looked when she was a newborn. So just accept that the hair is going to change. This is okay. The hair is going to change, the texture is going to change, the density is going to change, even in terms of the moisture retention of the hair. The hair is going to become drier at some point. It's going to change and it's okay. You may even find that your baby starts to bald. Again, that is completely normal. A lot of babies bald in the first 6 months of their life. As I mentioned, due to telogen effluvium, this is normal. You may even notice that your baby gets cradle cap around that 2 or 3 month mark. Again, cradle cap is normal. It happens because of an overproduction of sebum oil on their scalp, which causes thick scale-like flakes on their scalp. Kind of looks like eczema, but it isn't. And a lot of moms are worried when they see this. Nothing to worry about. Just ensure that you're doing all the right things. So as your baby's hair is changing, you know exactly what you need to do in order for your baby's hair to still thrive, even though their hair is going to go through all those changes. So as I mentioned, don't panic. Just make sure that you're aware of what may come. So when it does come, you know how to deal with their hair, or you know what to do to their hair to ensure that their hair continues to thrive and not cause unnecessary breakage. And also another thing to note is that whatever your newborn's hair looks like, it doesn't determine what the hair is going to be like when they're like 5 or 6, possibly. Some of your newborns will be born with no hair at all, completely bald. It doesn't mean that they're never going to have any hair. So like I said before, don't get so used to your newborn's hair at the newborn stage, because it's going to change. It is going to change for the better. Yes, they may go through certain things, but it will get better. It is a phase. That or this too shall pass. You've heard that saying, right? And it's true. It will pass. It's just a phase. So that's it. Those are my 6 newborn hair care top tips. That's going to help you if you're a new mom, if you're a pregnant mom. It's going to help you at the newborn stage take care of your newborn's hair so that it can thrive. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with anyone you feel may benefit from watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.